You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
CNBC blindsided as Musk abruptly bails on live interview while SpaceX shares freefall, based on an article by Daniel Hampton. Musk kept the mic, CNBC kept the loss, a cancellation with a power signature. CNBC spent the morning advertising an exclusive live interview with Elon Musk, only to learn moments before airtime that he had to postpone. That is the whole event in miniature. The network built the stage, Musk controlled the appearance, and the audience got a reminder that access journalism runs on the schedule of the powerful, not the other way around. Who actually had leverage? The institutional power key did not sit with CNBC. It sat with Musk, who could yank a promoted interview at the last second and leave the network explaining itself on air. CNBC had a camera, a correspondent, and a teaser campaign. Musk had the commodity everyone in that room wanted: his presence. That is not a small distinction. It is the difference between reporting on power and renting yourself out to it. The market context is not a side note. The source notes that SpaceX shares were trading below their first public trade and were off nearly 3% around $148 when Borsten spoke. That matters because the interview was not just celebrity programming. It was part of a carefully managed media math loop, fresh IPO attention, market narrative, and Musk's ability to use television as an auxiliary market instrument. CNBC floated the interview as news, but the structure around it was closer to promotional theater with a stock chart hanging behind it. That real sorry isn't it, that delay. The network framed this as an unfortunate scheduling problem. That is too gentle. The story is that Musk can generate the anticipation, then withdraw at the moment of accountability, while the outlet absorbs the embarrassment and keeps the door open for a rescheduled turn. That is how elite impunity works in plain sight. The person with the most power gets treated as the one who is expected to appear, even after he has already chosen not to. Media as enabler. CNBC Amateur shows the tap. It teased the segment, then had to explain the non-event live on air, then said it hoped Musk would offer a new time. That is not independence. It is deference dressed up as disappointment. The network's real function here was not to press Musk. It was to help keep his platform warm, even after he backed out. When media outlets keep rewarding this treatment, they teach powerful figures that visibility is a privilege they can grant and revoke at will. The pattern beneath the spectacle. This is larger than one cancelled interview. It is the recurring logic of billionaire politics and billionaire media. The powerful set the terms, everyone else manages the fallout, and the public is invited to confuse theatrical access with scrutiny. That is the system in one scene. One man can move the conversation, unsettle a network, and still remain insulated from consequences. Everyone else is left narrating his absence. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Raw Story for today's article with the automated voice of Ryan. Thanks for listening.